Här sitter jag med Neo. Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for a nice performance.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We are playing Hate That I Love You with Rihanna and you, of course, right at the moment. Tell me about that song.
Well, that song was, I wrote the song. Originally, I did it for my album. It was always going to be a duet with me and Rihanna, but it was going to be on my album first. But Rihanna liked it so much, and her people liked it so much that they asked me if they could put it on her album, so I went ahead and gave it to them. It's a fun song. It's a fun song, but at the same time, it's a serious song. It's about, that boyfriend or that girlfriend that knows exactly what buttons to push to get on your nerves, to get under your skin, but then at the same time, it's like you're in love with this person, so you can only stay mad for a minute before they do something to make you not mad anymore. So it's like, I hate that I love you. It's a very true sentiment.
Yeah, it's a good song. And you released Because of You in March this year. Mm-hmm. Are you working on a third album, maybe?
Very soon. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of time on this next one and just really figure out where I want to go. I'm an artist, which means that I can't do the same thing over and over and over again. So the music is definitely gonna be something else. So maybe middle of the year next year.
So, but what direction do you think you might take?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure yet. That's why I'm gonna wait. That's why I'm gonna take my time and really figure out what I want.
Rock and roll?
Maybe a hint of that. A splash of this. Who knows?
Working with some other producers as well, maybe?
I may. I mean, the producers that I've been working with, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, it would be interesting to see what I could do with say, a Timberland or a Scott Storch or a Neptunes or whatever the case may be. So who knows?
And while you're thinking about your own album, you're also working on other artists' albums.
Absolutely.
Like Michael Jackson?
Yes. I'm currently submitting songs for Michael Jackson's new project. Don't know when it's coming out. Really not much else I can say about it other than I have had conversations with the man. I've actually met him for the first time. That was scary because, this guy's my idol. I'm standing there, my hands are shaking. Hi, Mr. Jackson. It was one of those. But, we talked about where he wants to go this time and everything. And the key thing he was saying is to keep it very hush-hush. He don't want no song titles coming out, no nothing. He wants the world to be shocked and surprised when he comes back out.
All right, because I was talking to will.i.am about it, and he said it might come out next year.
It's possible. He said he definitely wants to come out soon.
will.i.am called you about it?
Yes. We actually supposed to be doing some songs together, but his schedule has him over here, and mine has me over here, so we're trying to work it out.
And before you said you had some songs for Britney Spears. Mm-hmm. Were they ever put on the album?
No. The songs I did for Britney, two of the songs I did originally for Britney wound up going to Nicole Scherzinger of the Pussycat Dolls.
How come?
Well, after Britney, did the whole Ted shaving thing, I kind of lost contact with her people. I was calling them, they weren't returning phone calls, they wouldn't call me. So I guess they were thinking I was just gonna sit on the songs. No, what I'm saying? A good song is a good song, and if there's somebody worthy of it, then I'm gonna give it to that person. It wasn't until actually after they found out that I gave the song to Nicole Scherzinger that they decided to call me. Like,
no way.
Why are you giving away Britney's music? And I'm like, whoa. Until you guys cut me a check, it's my music, okay? I may have written it with Britney in mind, but it's still my song. I'm not going to just sit on it and wait on you guys to figure your stuff out,
I'm sure they're going to regret that. Has that happened before? Has other artists turned you down?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. When you're first starting out as a writer in this game, the hardest part is getting people to actually listen to your stuff and believe in what you do, But once you get over that wall, it becomes pretty much easy after that.
Which song are you most proud of?
Most proud of?
You got a few.
Yeah, I have a few to choose from. I probably have to say, from a songwriting standpoint, I'd have to say Irreplaceable. Just because that was a song that was not meant to do what it did, but it did something so huge, like it managed to touch every woman on the face of the planet, and it wasn't intended to. Like I wrote it, when I originally wrote it from a male perspective, but then I listened back to it like, okay, yeah, whatever guy sings this is going to get beat up by every woman he comes in contact with, so maybe we should flip this around. But yeah, flipped it around, gave it to Beyonce, and the rest is history, so I'm very proud of that one.
So you like the song more when it becomes a huge hit?
No, that's not necessarily true. There are songs that I love that the world has yet to hear. They're in the archives, didn't make any album. So I think it's just my connection with the song. Like there are some songs, every song I do, I hear in my head first, and I hear it a certain way, a specific way in my head, and then the thing is to try to translate that through here to make it sound like it sounds up here. Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When it does work, it's perfection. When it doesn't work, okay, we're going to put that one over here somewhere, you know.
All right. Cool. And you're a producer, songwriter, artist, also an actor. Got any more movies coming out?
I'm reading over scripts right now, trying to figure out what the next move is. You know, the first one, Stomp the Yard, did really, really well. So we got to make sure that the next one makes just as much sense. You know what I mean? May not necessarily be a dance movie or even a music movie. You know, I told myself if I was going to do the acting thing, that I was going to really do it. So you might catch me being the arch nemesis in a movie somewhere. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? But it's going to be right, whatever it is.
Good luck with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.